Yeah, a few points about Chelsea. I've separately discussed this a little bit with Jake just a minute ago, but such a such an unusual situation at Chelsea at the moment. So, on the like pure facts in terms of results, then uh, since Rosenior has come in, then he's won every game except the two matches against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. So he is like winning all of his matches. Wolves, yeah, they've improved defensive, but they're still losing most games. Lost at home to Bournemouth last match at Molineux. So like they're actually on a pretty poor run. They're barely scoring a goal.
That'll help now. They've got rid of Larson.
Yeah, so it's not
building for the championship.
Yeah,
Get me Adam Armstrong.
they're highly unlikely to be any kind of threat against Chelsea. And the thing with Chelsea is, and it's what was apparently the final straw for Maresca and why he wanted to leave, was the restrictions on how many minutes players can play imposed by the medical team. So it makes the midweek matches really, really difficult for them to select a competitive side. And when you are getting to the latter stages of every competition, it's almost impossible for a manager to select a team. So on Tuesday, there's a huge overreaction after the game about, why did they set up like this? They should have been more attacking. But he basically had no option. Pedro Neto went down injured on the day of the game or the day before. Cole Palmer and Estevao had limited minutes because Estevao had just come back from a family.
He had to wait an hour, didn't he, to bring them on, I think.
Family issues. So exactly 60 minutes he could bring them on. Cole Palmer same, managing minutes, but they'll both be able to start this weekend. Pedro Neto should be back. Jamie Gittins should be back as well. So be able to select a more balanced 11 that he wasn't able to in midweek. And I just think they'll comfortably beat Wolves. I don't think it'll be a problem. He tried last weekend against West Ham to give second string players a chance in the first half, because the other option he had in midweek was to start Garnacho. But if anybody watched that game against West Ham, they were so bad in the first half, Chelsea, on the left-hand side of the pitch. You had to change all the players at half-time on that side of the pitch. Garnacho in particular was horrifically bad. Then the second half, they were excellent just because they had miles better players on. They'd made 4 subs by half-time. And they'll just play a much better team against Wolves than they've started in the last 2 matches. And there's not really any part of me that thinks they're not going to comfortably beat them.
Would it not be the opposite where he might, because they've got midweek game again next week at home to Leeds, which is arguably a tougher game than Wolves, would he not again rotate a little bit, play a bit of roulette, sprinkle a bit of starters, a bit of bench players for that Wolves game, thinking that he's going to win quite comfortably? That would concern me because they've got Leeds next week and then it's the FA Cup the week after.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it though. It's the fact that they played for a certain amount in the midweek, so then they can play at the weekend. It's madness, but it's just the reality that he's working on.
But you've also got, we're talking way too much about Chelsea here, but you've also got Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez who've played every minute of every game pretty much all season that are probably going to need rotating at some point. Like, this is a good opportunity for them to do that.